Okay folks, my name is John and today I'm going to record a quick video to show you a quick rundown of what the inside of the Dropship Breakthrough course looks like. So if you're on the fence, you're wondering, whether it's worth the payment or whether it's what it's cracked out to be and what everybody says is, here I'm going to show you inside of the course the different types of modules there are and all of the benefits, all the things that you're going to learn if you were to sign up for the course. Okay. Disclaimer: I am not an owner or founder of this course. I am a student of the course and I am a resident coach in the program, because I've been dropshipping since 2017. And actually I have an image up here just to give you a little bit of a background. This is me in the middle, meeting the two founders of Dropship Breakthrough, John Warren and Ben Knegedoff. And this is in Utah last year, 2024, July 2024. So last year, depending on whenever you're watching this video. And they awarded me with the $10 million club because my dropship store exceeded 10 million in revenue. And it's so they wanted to give me the award while I was there giving a talk on how to build an affiliate army and dominate organic search results. Okay, so this is me and these are the founders of the program that I'm about to give you a rundown in. Okay, so sit tight. This should take about maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and leave a comment below the video if you have any questions, or just reach out by email. Okay, so as a member of the course, you get your dashboard will look something like this. Now, if you want to book one-on-one coaching with myself or any of the other coaches, you can do that through here. There are coaching programs where you can you can purchase a whole slew of courses, coaching, or you can just book 1 hour as you go if you need it. And the majority of the coaches are students that have gone on to really impressive success after joining the course, knowing nothing about e-commerce, dropshipping or anything, and then following the program, doing fantastic, quitting their job. They're still running their stores full time. That's their full-time job, and they also coach. Okay, so there's lots of really good real life examples of success stories. So, for example, down here, what it would look like is basically as you grow your requirements for learning and the types of strategies that you need to understand evolve. This is the build phase of the course. So this is the really in-depth part where you sign up for Shopify, you connect your ad accounts, you pick a niche, which is an extremely important aspect of the program, and you reach out to suppliers. And this is the course that literally walks you, takes you by the hand and shows you step by step what to do, how to do it, and why you should be doing those things. And what happens is you end up building. The build phase can take months, depending on obviously how much time you have available. But it's really the foundational aspect of the course. Now, most courses only have this build phase, and then it's kind of, you have to then go and figure out all of the let's say the more advanced marketing strategies on your own. But with Dropship Breakthrough, there's a second and third phase, or second phase, and then there's all of the other extras. So the build phase is basically when you go from 0 to 1. And then when you've gone from 0 to 1 and you've got a store, it's running ads, you're making sales, and you're building a brand, then you can move on to the grow phase. And the grow phase is more of the advanced stuff. But let me just show you what the inside of the build phase looks like. So for example, these modules are an introduction to the program, finding your market, building the website, securing suppliers, launching your business, running the business, drop shipping in the UK. Okay, so that was an extra add-on bonus from one of the UK coaches who, because in the UK there are a few different slightly different aspects to consider that the likes of the US doesn't really need to worry about. For example, in the US, there's a MAP, which is minimum advertised pricing. So everybody advertises at the same sale price, whereas in the UK, MAP is considered price fixing. So everybody can basically price the products however they want, so it can be a bit more of a something else to navigate. But because we had Jaden as a coach from the UK, he was able to add an extra module to just navigate those UK specific aspects. Okay, so I'm just going to click back, and then once you've got to the point where you're running a profitable store, but you need to grow and do things and scale things better, you can then enter the grow phase. And the grow phase is basically, this is the complete marketing system. You need to grow your high ticket dropshipping business from $0 right through to 10 million a year in revenue if your market supports it. It's all here, the complete package. Enjoy. And inside the grow phase is where all of the guys maybe in year 2, where they're making a regular income, they've got sales coming in, but they need to go from like 1 to 10 rather than 0 to 1. Okay, and then these modules look like this. So high ticket marketing introduction, setting up for success. So in this module, you will learn how to put yourself in the best possible position as a business leader to support your business growth. Module 3, conversion rate optimization. So conversion rate optimization is extremely important because you can have a product page on a very nice looking website, but there are many things that will persuade people to purchase from you and not another website that they probably have open at the same time. So the conversion rate optimization is very detailed, and it goes a lot into the psychology of buyers, what the perfect product page should have, and how to dispel misconceptions or doubts that a buyer might have. So there's a lot goes into each individual module. Module 4 is SEO introduction, and SEO is search engine optimization, and that will always keep evolving. So the course is always being updated with all of the new and most reliable SEO education and strategies. So after the introduction, there's technical SEO, because there are some technical aspects the website needs to respect in order for Google and Bing and the search results on AI like ChatGPT, that they need that if the technical aspects of SEO are on the website, then those platforms are able to understand the content on your website better, and then you're going to rank higher and get free traffic. Okay, so after the technical SEO, the SEO module 6 is SEO keyword research, and that's how to rank for specific keywords. Like if you I used to sell electric bikes to hunters, so I was ranking for electric hunting bike, or e-bikes for hunting, or best electric bike for hunting, rough terrain. Those are all the keywords that my e-bike store should rank for. So I was implementing certain strategies that you learn in this course on how to rank for those specific keywords. So you're not always paying for traffic to come to your website. And the more SEO implementation you do, the more free traffic you get, and then you get to keep more of the profits of each sale. Okay. So after SEO keyword research, there's a module on SEO for product pages specifically, then SEO for collection pages, because the buyer journey is different depending on where people are navigating on your website, and then content marketing, which is basically what type of content you should be writing to put on your website to get the traffic, which keywords to use, how to write the content, and where to put it, how to put it, and what to do afterwards once you've hit publish on your website. Okay, so the content marketing module is pretty big. There's a lot that goes into it. Okay, then module 10, building backlinks. So backlinks, again, it goes hand in hand with SEO. Backlinks is what gives your website a reputation online. So your organic content that you did in the content marketing module before will be respected more by the platforms like Google and Bing, and your organic traffic will rank higher, and you get free traffic. Okay, now we're at module 10. So if I go on to the next page of modules, see, we're still going, right? So module 11, customer multiplier funnels, remarketing, email marketing, affiliates and the Dream 100. Module 15 is Google Ads, how to actually pay to get traffic to the website. Module 16, write copy that sells. And this module is actually done by a professional copywriter who's also a stand-up comic, and she does some fantastic content for some very big websites, and you get this module as well. Grow module 17, data analytics. So how to understand what's going on in your website by using like Google Analytics and other types of platforms to understand what's working, what's not, so you can then iterate and optimize and then do even better. Okay, so if you just look at this we're at like grow module 17. Okay, so if I go back to the home page, if you think about this, right, so the build phase is normally what you would get in a kind of a regular dropship course. You would get how to build a store on Shopify, how to get suppliers, how to pick a niche, and how to turn ads on. Okay, and then you'll pay maybe anywhere between $2,000 to $10,000 for that course. Okay, these guys have put together a course that's so robust. When you do complete the build phase and you already have a profitable business making sales, then there's 17 more modules, which could basically be another extremely extensive course just on how to grow the business from there, to going from 6 figures to then on to 7 figures in revenue a year. Okay, so that's why this course is so powerful, and that's why I'm actually making a video. You will notice on my website and in the YouTube channel, I'm not recording videos on other dropshipping courses because this is the best course, and I'm a resident coach for them because I believe in the process, and I'm living proof, right? So I live in the south of Italy now, basically building stores and coaching, and I have my own brand here in Italy as well. And even the villa I live in, I paid for it in cash with the profits from my e-bike store. So I'm doing what this course says you can actually achieve. Okay, and then so there's a section here then for group coaching. This is basically where you'd go in and just pick whichever coach you want. You can choose a coach that specializes in paid ads or in SEO or just conversion rate optimization or email marketing, whatever. Okay, so if you need help along the way, you just book a coach and hop on Zoom. Okay, then there are a bunch of additional assets in here. Okay, so know your numbers is an extremely valuable course. There's just an extra course, and this is high ticket dropshipping specific to know your numbers. We had a really solid former dropshipper who turned accounting service, bookkeeping service for dropshipping, come in and just share his knowledge in this course. And it's all about how to understand what all of the numbers mean, like top line revenue, sales, cost of goods sold, ad spend, all of the things that we have to learn, because before these were all things that just we didn't know about, but we have to learn them. This course specifically goes into all of those details. Each module kind of coaches you on how to understand the numbers so you can make smart decisions and then scale from there. Okay. And then there's another one on sell your own branded products. So dropshipping is basically when you sell other brands' products as an authorized dealer. You reach out to a supplier, like kind of like what Foot Locker does. Foot Locker doesn't. Foot Locker is basically a dropshipper, but with physical retail stores, right? So they sell Nike, Adidas, Puma, all the different types of sneakers, right? But they don't sell Foot Locker branded sneakers because they're basically they're an authorized retailer, which is what dropshipping is, except we don't have a physical store. But what happens is when you learn the mechanics of e-commerce and advertising and marketing and email marketing and SEO, and you've made enough profit that you and whichever niche you're in, you've become an expert because you're selling that stuff. Maybe after a few years, you're like the expert on that thing. You can then go to the factories that produce the products that similar to ones you're selling and bring out your own brand. And you've already acquired all of the the traffic, because you know what you're doing right now, and you can add your own product, and instead of getting 20 to 30% margins, you can be getting 50 to 70% or 80% margins because you're selling your own product, so there's no middleman anymore because you're selling direct. Okay, so this is kind of like, this is after the grow. So there's the build phase, then there's the grow phase, and then you have to learn everything you can and make sure you're an absolute rock star. Then you can go and if you want to, you can sell your own brand. Okay, which, like me now, I sell cold plunges in Italy, and it's my brand called Longevity Cold Plunge, and I'm the first cold plunge brand in Italy. I'm the first Italian cold plunge brand because it's actually an Italian registered company. So I've basically taken this. I've gone this far as well. Okay. Then there's a module on US based sales tax. This is a relatively new model just because of there's been lots of changes. In the US, basically, depending on which state you're in, you may be exempt from collecting sales tax, or maybe there's a threshold of after you get to $200,000 in one specific state, after which you have to start collecting sales tax and stuff. So this is very much a very tax educational benefit of just so you know what to do and how to navigate all of the tax implications when you do hit certain thresholds. Okay. And then this is basically a bunch of other just helpful information. Like, for example, this is just case studies. This is just the assortment of different lessons, including website teardowns, ad account teardowns, live trainings. So these are all of the kind of like the group trainings that happened over Zoom. They were recorded and then they're made available. So this is basically the archive of all of the previous lessons and website kind of analysis and stuff. Then this is the Dropship Breakthrough Live event. This was 2023, I believe. So I wasn't at this event, but I was in Salt Lake City. As from the very first image I showed you, where I'm standing there with Ben and John, that was at this event. So, for example, if we go and look at this, what you get inside of these events is you get the recordings of all of the talks, all of the lessons that happened during the event. So, for example, day 1, these are the sessions from day 1, okay, and then these are the sessions of day 2. Now, I'm going to click on day 2 because I gave a talk in Utah on day 2, and it was this one: how to build an affiliate army and dominate organic search with John Murphy. Okay, but this is just one talk that I gave, and then all of the other talks are all by experts in their field. So it's like being there, you know. It's so you get this as well. This is just part of once you're in, you get all this stuff. So it's fantastic. Like there's an actual talk about how to launch a private label brand while growing a dropshipping store. And Jan and Karsten are from Puerto Rico. I hope I got that right. And they were in the rooftop tent business, selling the tents that go on top of Jeeps, cars. And then they brought out their own brand, and then they gave a talk on how they went and made that happen. Okay, and just recently, John and Carson actually just exited their store for almost 7 figures in exit value. So they'd done very well, and they were drop shipping from 2017, 2018, and they exited this year, 2025. So that's just one of the many success stories. Okay, so I won't go any further because I don't want to hammer on about this too much, but all I just want to say is that if you do plan on taking a look at a high-ticket dropshipping course, this is the one to invest in, because there are a lot of courses out there, and I've been through a few of them, and this is the one. This is the most in-depth. It's the one that goes beyond just learning how to start a Shopify store, because you can get that information on YouTube for free. Okay, but this basically is everything that works for all of the students. And if a student, like for example, we actually have a Slack channel, which I haven't showed you, but once you're in the course, there's also the opportunity to be part of the Slack channel. And if I open this up, this is the Dropship Breakthrough Slack channel right here, and there are I don't know, thousands of students, and there's just lots and lots of activity going on here where people asking questions, students asking how do you do this and what's going on here. Like for example, if I click on, I don't want to activity, or if I just go to general, right, because I don't want to keep the M's up there, but for example, home, like there are just so many sections of all of the different, like this is just people, has anybody had much experience creating a unique copy for a predominantly B2B store, and then people will just, you know, reply and help out, and then there's like there's different communities, different groups for all of the different types of aspects that you could have, and you can DM other students. You can even, like as a coach, I get DM'd quite regularly because people just want to reach out to me, and but you can basically you know, this is just a thread for basically any topic that there could be. So you're not on your own trying to figure this out. You're part of a community that you can try to, you know, you can integrate with, and just we all grow together. Okay, so that's the Slack group. So that's part of the program. So I would recommend that if you do plan on experimenting or just looking to build an income with dropshipping, look for high ticket dropshipping, and the best course out there is this Dropship Breakthrough course. Okay, so if you do end up joining, shoot me a message on Slack and let me know that you joined the community, because I'd love to know that this video is actually making a difference. Okay, so thank you for your time, and see ya.